Good morning, guys. Jim Squares here. Hopefully, you're all doing fantastic. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Today is a productivity hack on saving some money and time, both of which are fantastic. So, save with synthetic. If you remember anything, that's the one thing you're going to want to remember. So, first, remember sure to like, subscribe down below, and share with others because we want to help each other out. And the more people you can help save money, the better. So something I just recently started doing in the last year, and last year and a half. I kind of kicked at myself. It took me this long to figure this out, but I do synthetic oil changes now in my vehicles. So traditional, if you think about an oil change, it costs you between 25 to 50 bucks. And when you're doing an oil change with synthetic oil, it's like 45 to 70. So a little less than double, but yeah. So essentially, it costs a little bit more upfront. So but stay tuned. So here, hold on. So typically, the synthetic oil, it lasts longer than traditional oils and handles high temperature better to keep engines running longer. So they handle cold temperatures better, cuts down on engine wear, and they start up in the cold. Also, sludge is less likely. So those are all the common things that you'll see most people say around getting synthetic oil changes. You want to check, make sure your vehicle supports it. But the other thing that's really helpful for it too, which no one really mentions, but they should, is the time savings. So you're cutting out how many, like every year you're cutting out 2 or 3 oil changes for like going down to this one. Now it depends on how much your mileage is, and it varies depending on how much you drive. You drive a lot of high miles, definitely do synthetic. You do lots of little miles. If you wait a long time to do your oil changes, yeah, maybe the synthetic might not be a good idea. But in general, if you look at it, like how many times, if you're doing 10,000 or more miles a year, synthetic by all the way. You should really do it. If you're even just a little real close to that, like I think I do 8,000, and I do synthetic because it just saves me tons of time. Like it saves me money and it saves me time because I hardly ever go to the mechanic unless I truly need to. And by then, something else is usually wrong with the vehicle. Like maybe if you want headlights out, I hate doing headlights. That's just I know I can do it. It's easy to do. You can save money. I despise it. I hate it. So that's me. But I just bundle up everything with it. It's like, oh, hey, I need this other work done. Do all this together. Like get it all done together. Like it seems to work out just right. So with a synthetic, we have the Toyota Scion is what it's called, and it works great. It runs great, and the synthetic oil is a lifesaver. Now you do have to make sure you keep in mind, like so with my vehicle. Here's a story. Here's a negative. Is it's programmed to say, hey, every 3,000 miles, say check engine because you need an oil change. Well, if you do synthetic, it's a lot more. So I think it's 6,000 miles. I think I'd have to look. I don't remember 6,000, and so the light will come on. Well, that drives me nuts. So there's a special way of doing the key and the brake and something, and it resets it and it goes away. And then so I do that in order to make that light go away because that just drives me crazy. I want my check engine to be clean because then it helps me know that there's nothing wrong, even though I know it's probably fine and it's not flashing. If it ever flashes, you need to stop and you need to get it towed. So, but if it's on solid, I don't like that. That bothers me. So, but yeah, highly recommend synthetic. Save with synthetic. Save time, save money, and save headache. So it just makes sense all around, and save your vehicle. So it all makes sense everywhere on this thing. So be sure to shop around because anyone could really do the oil change. If you can do it yourself, more power to you, man. I give you credit. So props. I do not like oil changes. I do not. Car work and we don't get along. So I find the mechanic and they just do it, and then I'm happy. So then my hands are off, and I save myself so much anguish over it. So anyways, we'll keep growing together. If you want to learn more about other ways of saving, check out some of my other videos around here. Share this with others. Be sure to like and subscribe down below, and take care, and we'll be talking later.